Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside Fix and Flip we bought a few months ago. One of 15 flips we have going right now. This was occupied by Section 8 tenants, and the house was actually in pretty decent shape when I bought it. However, things have not gone quite as well since then. I did a video of this last week because we had a crazy $1,700 water bill. The house got partially flooded, and now the tenants have left us even more fun stuff in the form of many vehicles, and they won't talk to us, so not sure exactly what we're going to do with it. Again, check out investformore.com. Lots more information on my flips. I have a list of the 70 some flips we've done the last few years on there. And then of course, if you like these videos, subscribe. We'll have updates on this property and all of our other ones we're working on. And we always appreciate thumbs up and comments as well. So we first came over here last week because there's a $1,700 water bill. The tenant wouldn't talk to us, and we left a note, and turns out one of the pipes had broken, although we still don't know how $1,700 worth of water was used. It just seems crazy. I think there might be a problem with the city there too. But came in the house, saw there's problems, cars everywhere. She informed us she'd moved out. We had given her 60 days to move out 60 days ago because today is the day she's supposed to be out. And she never told us she moved out, didn't tell us there's any problem with the plumbing, just moved out, turned the heat off, turned the electrical off, and the pipes froze. So we had that issue to deal with. And then we come here today, and they have picked up some of the stuff from inside, some of the furniture is gone, but they left even more vehicles here. So this truck was not here before, and now it's got a giant load of tires and junk in it, and not sure why they would just leave it here. We had some notices from tow companies, just says, hey, tow this in 24 hours, or move this in 24 hours so it'll be towed. We ran out of those, so I just left a little note on it I wrote myself, but we need to get some more of those. They're pink notices that stick on your window, and they're really hard to get off and just a pain in the butt. So I really want to get some more of those, just pile those on as much as I can every day if these aren't moved. It's not easy to get cars towed off private property. You can do it, but it's not easy. Again, this trailer was not here a couple days either. So they left this here for some reason. Not sure if they're moving because there's not a whole lot of stuff in it. That door was just open, and there's like a motorcycle and some bikes, nothing too valuable. And then of course they left us a giant pile of tires that I don't believe was here either, unless it was in the garage, which we couldn't see in before. So tires are always fun to get rid of too, because the dumps won't take them. So there's some hoops you gotta jump through there. All kinds of random parts. Another truck they left that we left a note on. And then in the garage, more junk, more trash. And this property we bought for $155,100 from the MLS. It's probably worth $215 to $220 after it's fixed up. And I was kind of counting on it being a real simple, easy rehab. But with all these costs that are adding up with removing this stuff, it's become a lot less quick and a lot less easy. So we'll have to see how that goes. We're probably going to spend $20,000 on repairs and removing all this junk. Hopefully they get most of these vehicles out of here, I'd assume so. I can't imagine they're abandoning these trucks and trailers. And then we have to do the roof. We already actually did the outside paint. You can see that. Our guys got on that right away. And then flooring, some other minor repairs inside. So we'll have another $15,000, another costs, selling costs, commissions, things like that. So it'll be kind of a tight one. We'll still hopefully make money on it, but just annoying. There always seems to be issues that come up when you're doing these flips. All right, so here's the inside. So you can see in the before video, which I'll link to, well, before from last week, there was a couch, some other stuff. So she has gotten some of her things, but a lot of this floor was wet. You can see here, that paint is soaking. We were hoping it was just limited to that back area over there, but some of this other walls are gonna have to be treated, and yeah, if they're super wet, we'll have to tear them out so they don't grow mold. And here's one of the bedrooms here. Does have newer windows, that's nice. Like I said, this lady was Section 8. We've actually had really good luck with buying flips from landlords who had Section 8 people in them, but this is kind of the first problem we've had. And how that works is it's housing assistance. The state, city pays part of their rent for the tenants so they can afford to live here. So we actually went and talked to the housing authority today as well and said, hey, you know, they left all their stuff. They've obviously not taken care of the property, haven't been telling us when they left. And the housing authority pretty much said, well, it's not their problem. There's nothing they can do. And I'm like, well, are you gonna, you know, take them off your list, or at least make a note that, you know, they didn't live up to their deal? And they're like, oh, well, we don't think they've applied for new housing assistance, so it's probably good enough. So they weren't real helpful, but not unexpected either. And basically, if you do Section 8, there's like a huge waiting list to get onto it. And if you do get onto it, if you don't live up to your lease, your agreements, you can be taken off the list for assistance. So I'm assuming they're gone, but you never know. And yes, there's the beeping smoke detector. So the house is very small, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Did not need much work at all when I first bought it, but now, as you can see, quite a bit of damage. This is where the pipes froze. You can see that one in there. And then we took out the drywall that was obviously wet before, and hopefully we're trying to get that all taken care of. But then, like I said, today we see there's more that I didn't see before that is wet too. So hopefully we don't have to go too far tearing that out, or that could add significantly to the cost. Luckily we have an amazing and cheap drywall person, so that will help, but still not fun. So that's the property. We will hope they come to get their trucks and trailers here soon. If they get those, then, you know, picking up the rest of the junk, the rest of the trash isn't that big of a deal. If they don't, then it's a pain to get those towed and moved. As far as possession, how that works, I know some people commented on my last video. In Colorado, the way it works is basically if you have $300 in valuables inside the house, you have to do a personal property eviction, but that's $300 in garage sale value. So not what you bought new, what it would be worth now if you sold it at a garage sale. So there's really nothing left in the house that's valuable. So that's good. She said she moved out. We can take possession of it, but we can't, you know, just take cars or scrap them or anything, so we don't have title possession to them. So that's another part of the puzzle. Hopefully they come get them and we don't have to deal with it, because that's just a pain. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about in this one. I think that's about it. We'll get working on it here soon. Hopefully they come get their stuff. If not, we'll get those nice little pink notices and just plaster those on those cars, and then eventually we'll be able to tow them, and the towing company will deal with them from that standpoint and won't be our problem anymore. All right, so that's the property. Always have lots of fun stuff to deal with on these flips. It's supposed to be an easy one, turning into not be quite so easy, but we'll still get through it, still make some money, and have many more videos coming up for you soon. All right, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give us that thumbs up. Like I said, that helps me out. And then any comments at all, try and respond to those. And if you subscribe, we'll have updates for what happens to this house and all of our other houses as well.